Hello friends, Danny here. This is Scott Spark Evo World Cup 2025. First, I'm going to tell you about a couple of things when you buy this bike, what to look at, because there have been some issues with this bike. And second, there will be a short review of the bike. So let's start with the things I needed to fix on this new bike, and that's the front wheel, which was pretty wobbly. We've got the Synchros, this is 1.0 Silverton. And there was quite a bit of side movement on this wheel. So new wheel, when you buy the bike, when you pick it up, that's why the dealership works only through, or mostly through the shops, not through the online stores. Check out the wheels, because you want to have really straight and true wheels. This one was not really good. The other one has some side movement up to 0.2 millimeters. This was like 0.4. This was way too much. So this was fixed. This is okay. The biggest problem we had with this one is the front brake. We've got here SRAM Ultimate Level. These are still on the DOT 5.1. The problem the customer had, this is zero miles bike, is that the front brake lever was really going deep, almost into the handlebars with the new bike. And trying to fix this problem, I discovered one thing. There are 4 pistons brakes, both front and rear. This one here, this piston here. So this is the right side, the bottom one doesn't work at all, which means that the pads are being moved not parallel to each other, not parallel to the disc brake rotor. In order to fix it, I would actually need to disassemble it and sort of exercise this one. Of course, once the upper one touches your rotor, the lower one will follow, but it will always go like this. First upper side and then the lower. That means you will be wearing out your pads quicker, and these are long pads, 4 pistons brakes. So this is really bad for any brake. I didn't have such problems with Shimano Diori or Alivio, and here we have SRAM Ultimate Level. So this was bad. The wheel was fixed, and then the customers were saying this transmission derailleur works kind of okay, but not perfect. And I put it on my bike stand and it works not perfect, but it's been said that transmission will work better when you actually ride on it. And this has 0 miles, and we didn't want to ride the bike. My customer wanna, try the first ride. So I didn't adjust anything. But the thing is, when the Scott store, they gave this bike to the customer, he picked it up, it wasn't done. They said you need to download the instructions, the manual, and then use that micro adjustment in order to adjust the derailleur. What? This is like what, $12,000 bike, okay? And then the sag on the other side will be shown on the pivot. This is really good. The bike weighs 11.5 kilograms. With the pedals, that would be around 11.2. The bikes got heavier. The heavy thing about this bike is this whole area, because we have the damper inside. We have this cover here making such a huge hole in the frame. From the engineering standpoint, at least from my standpoint, I'm not an engineer, but I would say they needed to use way more fiber, and this is not ideal to lose so much constructional fiber right here, just around your bottom bracket. So 11.5 kilo. Of course, the electronics are heavier, so we have the dropper pulse, which is not that reverb, not that light, and of course XX is heavier than the previous XX1, for example. And then the last thing is the sizing. My customer is 183 centimeters tall, and this frame is large. And I was sure that this bike would be good for him. I mean, I didn't help him to buy it. He just came with the bike already. But when I did my home bike fit with him, it's short. And this handlebar will be replaced. The interesting thing, I just called my friend from other Scott shop, and I said, do you have longer Fraser handlebars? He said, yes, I just ordered for myself because I just bought the new Spark and it's too short for me. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, very important thing, when you buy it, you need to know what the actual length of your stem is. And I was not sure whether we are talking about the virtual length or the actual length, because we have the swipe here, right? So when you draw the straight line from the grips, just where you put your palms, this one would have about 50 millimeters of length, but it's probably being measured to just like to the center of this pipe, if you will, and it's probably 70. I haven't found it in the specs of the Scott bike, but my friend from Scott will figure it out so that I know whether I need to buy 60 millimeter length because they have 50, 60, 70, 80 or 80, right? So that's something we need to figure out and make sure you buy the correct one. Otherwise, it looks clean and so, but just when you pick it up, look at the wheels. They should be straight. Look at the brakes. They shouldn't be spongy. They shouldn't go close to the handlebars. So yeah, I've been having problems with many SRAM, both road and mountain bike brakes on my customers' bikes. And that's it. I think it looks good. But when you pick it up, please make sure you ask the right questions, which you right now know.